I'll go get mine. Just wait.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you for your help. I'm going to practice today. Have we got you all?
You're good.
The wires are always hanging out.
See, listen. Ooh.
Hard to tell.
Are the wires out there? Are they okay? Don't worry about that.
Morning. Welcome to November CONFAB 2025. Glad to have you with us today. Got a long agenda, so we'll get this moving along. There's Angela. There's our rebroadcast schedule for Channel 971, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Also on the resident website. No news with our website. We are talking about having a different website and different device. We'll be sharing more later, but I don't have any updates on that right now. We're still working on some internal things with the company, with the software company. Call-in number is 6304. And we'll get to Catch Me at My Best. We have two environmental service team members today. So the first is Bernice Rucker. Bernice arrived at my cottage prepared to do her regular excellent job of cleaning when she found me in my workspace struggling to replace an ink cartridge in my printer. "I can help, no problem," she said, and proceeded to deftly insert the cartridge into the slot, then made sure the printer was working. I was amazed, delighted, and thankful. Bernice, come on up. And next, Jessica White. Jessica is our housekeeper in Creekside. Yesterday, she came to our rescue with something beyond the call of duty. We forgot and left our sheets in the dryer while we were at a long-haul doctor's appointment. The next morning, we got a knock at our door. It was Jessica handing us our clean, now folded sheets. Thank you, Jessica. Ladies, thank you. We appreciate it. Just a couple of names on the screen of honorable mentions. We appreciate everyone submitting. We have Karen, Jacob, James, Shadarius, April, Chad, Chris, Dorothy, Sharon, Kristen, Michelle, Yvonne, and Emily. So thank you all to those folks as well.
Good morning and Merry Christmas to everybody. My goodness, the Employee Christmas Fund and part of our family, employee family. And we have a couple gentlemen here today for sing for us. Let's hear
it. Dashing through the snow, that big white truck in play, o'er the grounds they go, plowing all the way, ground crew moving round, sidewalks now inside, what fun it is to see the ground after snow arrived last night. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun to see things clear after snow that came to stay. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun to see things clear after snow that came to stay. Within a day or two, the snow appeared again. I went outside to look and watch the crew begin. A jet was riding by in an orange-colored plow. I was so pleased to see them there, knowing all would be well now. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun to see things clear after the snow that came to stay. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see things clear after the snow that came to stay.
Wow, guys, that was great. And certainly we are thankful for Chris and his crew. We might be more thankful because I read this morning that we might end up with some good snow this year, depending. I'm hearing groans and I'm seeing thumbs up, so I'm not sure what. However, we want everybody now to sing the chorus. We'll have the words on the screen. So,
All the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. I believe we're done.
And Margaret is not the only one who has a tacky tag on the hat. Oh, come on, don't point at that. That's all right. They don't need to hear me. All right, so many thanks to our singers and to Judy and the singers that have sung for us in other confabs, because it has all been good. And we appreciated seeing Santa Claus last time, too. Also want to thank those people who wrote all the wonderful things that have been in the weekly calendars for us for the last month or so. Some of the things that they mentioned that they were grateful, thankful for that our staff and employees do, I hadn't thought of, but they were all good, and a person could support all of that, and so we appreciate what they wrote. Every contribution at every level to the Employee Christmas Fund is important so that we can give our employees and staff well-deserved gifts. It doesn't matter how much, how little, whatever, it's important and appreciated. You need to know that probably we are now, have been gotten to 85% of the goal for 2025. Actually, since this was prepared, we are now up to 90%. So things are good, but a trick you need to remember is that the last day to contribute is this coming Sunday, November the 30th. So if you were thinking about making a check or a contribution, please get it in so that there is time for the people who need to work on this to get the checks ready for our employee Christmas party. If you're going to do a check, make it out to the Westminster Canterbury Residents Association, and on the memo line, put Employee Christmas Fund. And not least of all, be sure and make put on your calendar that you're going to come to the Christmas party on December the 10th, that someone else is going to talk with you about in just a minute. But thank you so much for everybody's contribution. It's all important.
And thank you to everyone that agreed to help with the party, bake, or gave money for the food that we get from Peakland Catering. So we'll have delicious food. We'll have the staff and residents singing again, a visit from Santa, and we're going to have a book giveaway that Burnell's going to tell you about.
Again this year, am I supposed to do this? Again this year, the library will have 2 tables of books available for the employees. And they'll be from this gem that we all have over here, a library, thanks to you and your donations. We now have a collection of bestsellers all the way to the classics, and that's all thanks to you. But we will put out the books on 2 tables. They're available to the employees only during the party. After that, and that's the key, after that, we may choose to take those free books. And please do take them. It's a little troublesome finding room on some of the shelves for all the books. And thank you so much.
And again, please come to the party.
Good morning. I'm going to talk to you today with 5 words that will apply to all of us next Tuesday. And the first word that you see up here is choices. And we are going to be making choices next Tuesday, maybe not as excitedly as these guys. But then we're going to end up with, did we get the other one? We're going to have participation. For the choices to be executed, we need your participation. So we're going to give you an opportunity and an invitation next Tuesday to come to the residents' annual meeting of the Residents Association. So we're all invited to that meeting. And then we're going to have an action item, and that is your vote. And it's not going to be with a game controller. It's going to be with a low-tech, this is a ballot, a low-tech ballot that y'all will execute and make your choice for 3 out of the 6 excellent candidates we have right out here on the bridge right now today. And then, of course, we will have the results of the election at 4 o'clock. So next Tuesday is the Resident Association meeting, and y'all need to participate in all these words I put up here.
Good morning. Sorry, went around the long way. All right, just going to hit a couple reminders. Green boxes, please return those. Feel like we never have enough, but we always have a lot. So if you have any extra in your room, please send those back. This one's an important one. We spoke about it at our dining service meeting, or our dining committee meeting this past week. And basically, we just want you to be happy with your food. So if something is not right, please send it back. If it's not cooked correctly, if its order isn't prepared correctly, please send it back immediately and allow us to fix the problem and get you out the correct thing. Just a reminder that Thanksgiving, we will be closed for breakfast and dinner, and James River Grill and Dogwood will be closed. We will have the buffet open. Just again, wanted to remind everybody, we will actually have some heavier grab-and-go items in the case. They will be in there starting today and tomorrow, so you will have some extra things. Upcoming events, pie pickup is going to be 25th and 26th. Again, Thanksgiving, happy hour on the 3rd of December. Another reminder that trivia is canceled for December, sorry, but we will reconvene in January, and the only reason we're doing that is because we're so busy with other events. And then new menu in the cafe will start on 12/15, and James River Grill and Dogwood will be closed for those 3 days as we switch over and get ready for the new menu. I do believe that is it. Thank you so much. Any questions? Awesome. Thank you.
Good morning. I know it's down a little Kermity, but we'll get there. So for December, we have our documentaries and movies, and those are on varied dates. We will have our Christmas tree decorating on the bridge, and that is Monday, next week. The tree lighting ceremony with Susan Carroll and Mike Patch. That is also next Monday. We're going to have our holiday shopping in the Commons. The Arts and Entertainment Committee is presenting the Rainier Trio Christmas concert. The WC History Series is with Mary Catherine McIntosh, and that is going to be on Christmas trees through the years. The Arts and Entertainment presents Patty Dowdery, a quartet, Christmas concert. We're going to have Christmas caroling with Noah Caldwell. He was here last year, and he was very excited to come back again this year. The Arts and Entertainment presents Kiss and Tell Under the Mistletoe with the Queen City Keys, and these are part of the group that was here from Letters from Home. We have a Christmas song sing-along, the New Year's Eve party with the Caravan Band, and our featured artist for December is Cheryl Heiner, and January is Clifton and Dorothy Bundy Potter with some of their books. Some of our upcoming trips are weekly grocery shopping, shopping at River Ridge Mall, Target, or Kohl's, opera on the James Handel's Messiah, Lynchburg Pops Community Band, Christmas in the Burg, the Lynchburg Symphony Orchestra, Happy Holidays with the LSO, the Lynchburg Choral Union, A Christmas Story, the Academy, A Rocking Memphis Christmas. Also at the Academy is Daly and Vincent, Candy Canes and Coal, Jefferson Choral Society, Welcome Yule. We're going to do the Christmas light sightseeing and dinner again this year. And another program at the Academy, this is in January, is called History That Doesn't Suck. Some pictures that we have of some trips that we recently took were the Valley Roads Vineyards, the Dr. Potters at the WC History Series. We had a scamming lecture with the Lynchburg Police Department. We went to Saunders Orchard and had lunch. The opera on the James Young artists were here in concert. And we did a leaf sightseeing trip. Some other lectures we had were with Vanessa Jones. David Hartman did a series again for his film, I Flew, which is a 3-part series. We had a WC lecture with Dr. Joe Pond. And some of our pictures from our Halloween party. You all did a great job getting all dressed up. Okay, so that were some things for December. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, and happy Thanksgiving.
Good morning. I have a very short report this morning. I wanted to thank you to those of you that participated in our resident satisfaction survey. We received the following rates. For independent living, it was 51%, not where I wanted to be, but we'll accept what we got. For assisted living, 71%, and for healthcare, 87%. And our report will be available after the holidays, and we'll share those results with you. Any questions for me? Yes, Bill. Oh, wait, someone's coming with the microphone.
Wanted to comment on comments that I've heard from other people that they didn't realize that you really wanted both, if there's husband and wife or partners, that you wanted both to respond to the survey, not just one for the two of them. I think that might have reduced some of your numbers
I
as
did
well.
hear that recently.
So and next time we do this, let's emphasize that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anything else? Happy Thanksgiving.
Good morning. As you are well aware, this week is Thanksgiving, which means this coming Sunday is the first Sunday of Advent, and Christmas will be here before you know it. And we will, of course, have our Christmas Eve service. It'll be on the 24th this year. It's on the 24th every year. Goodness gracious. We will have a service at 10 o'clock on the Drinkard mezzanine. That is, of course, primarily geared for our residents in Drinkard, Hearthside, and Canterbury Gardens, but anybody is invited to come to that, as well as our Christmas Eve service in the chapel at 3 p.m. We intentionally do it at 3, selfishly, so I can be home with my family earlier, but also there are lots of other churches in the area that do their services later in the afternoon and evening. And that way, if you'd like to come to ours and then go to another service, or maybe you have plans with family or friends for supper, we're trying to avoid all of that. But, okay, so that is the only announcement I have. But with it being Thanksgiving, and I know that we just toss a lot of information at you, but I want to talk about something, the science of gratitude. For over 20 years, Dr. Robert Emmons, among others, has studied the science of gratitude. Did you know that gratitude, of course, leads to better mental health? People who regularly focus on what they're thankful for experience less stress and more overall well-being. Did you know gratitude affects your brain? It makes it healthier. It activates your brain's rewards centers, releasing chemicals that support calm, joy, and resilience. It improves your relationships. Expressing appreciation improves connection and creates a positive cycle of kindness. And it also has physical benefits. Studies show that gratitude is linked to better sleep, lower blood pressure, and stronger immune functioning. Did you know that? Fascinating. Gratitude doesn't ignore what's hard. It helps us see that goodness and grace remain present in our lives. In our community, this wonderful community, we have some unique blessings and some unique challenges. Gratitude doesn't ignore the difficulty, but it helps us see that even in complex situations, there are gifts. The gifts of community, of friendship, of safety, of stability, of shared meals and shared stories, of a caring staff, the gift of another sunrise, another breath, another day. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing that goodness and grace are still present. So I have a challenge for you as we approach Thanksgiving and as we enter the holiday season, of course, with Advent and Christmas, but others as well. The first practice, the first challenge, is the 3 blessings practice. Each evening, name out loud or in your mind or write down 3 things from that day you're thankful for and why each one mattered. It takes less than 2 minutes, but it can boost your mood and affect your overall well-being for weeks. The second is the thank you note experiment. Write a short note or tell someone in person how they've made a difference in your life, and be specific. Not just, hey, thanks for being a friend, which is good, but maybe a friend, a neighbor, one of the team members here, a family member did something and you want to express gratitude. Research shows that a single act of gratitude can increase happiness for a month or more. So as we move toward Thanksgiving, may we notice the small gifts, the familiar faces, and the daily graces that make life here meaningful. Happy Thanksgiving. Any questions, comments, concerns? Oh, well, thank you. I'm grateful for all of you as well. All right.
William, well done, and we're thankful for you, and we probably ought to make you the last thing everyone hears when we leave, and not hear me talk about elevators and snow. Sandy, we're probably watching the same forecast. Talk about a polar vortex in December, so I think a couple of weeks ago they were saying we may not have a bad winter, and now there's a chance to get pretty cold pretty quick, so we'll see. No COVID cases, at least that we're aware of today, so that's good. Keep it up. Elevators. So the last thing Matt told me is we still don't have a date, but sometime next week, and we will send out communication that the elevator company, ThysenKrupp, will be coming here, and we need to tie up the front entrance around the flagpole for 3 to 4 hours one day while they have cranes in here and lift some stuff up to the Brookhaven building. When they're done there, they're going to go around to the Creekside entrance down the lower Creekside, and they will actually tie that area up for about another 3 to 4 hours as they do work getting elevator equipment up on the roof so they can continue working on the Brookhaven elevators. So as soon as we know something, we will let you know. We'll have a flag person out helping direct how we get underneath and through the bridge area, and anyone who needs help going into the C building. So we'll communicate that when we know more. So elevators, I have not been on the new Creekside elevators, and I understand there are screens inside them. Please don't go hop on the elevator just to see a screen. But I was made aware that we don't have screens in the Riverside elevators. Why that happened and why the people of Riverside are shorted on this, and it's a good question. So when we initially started doing this, elevator modernization for 7 elevators is about $1.5 million. So we signed a contract to do the 2 elevators in Riverside, had a contract in place, and sometime between that and then realizing that we had a nice gift back from the government from the employee retention credit during COVID, between the time of contracting for 2 elevators and 7 elevators, elevator regulations changed during that time, where there is a requirement for the screen to be in there. So we're not going to go back and put a screen inside the Riverside to try to make that fair. And I really don't want you staying in the elevator any longer than you need to. We want you to, the whole purpose of this project was to get you moving consistently, up, down, get off. You know, someone was trying to be nice and holding the elevator waiting for me yesterday on Brookhaven, and I'm thinking, wait, that elevator's broken. You can't hold it for me. Just hop in, up, down, that's what we want. For those that are wondering, and I was curious too, so cameras are used only in emergency situations. They are in the elevators on Creekside will be in Brookhaven. The feed from the camera does not go to our front desk, but to a ThysenKrupp call center. The screensaver serves as a means of communication in an emergency. There is some potential response from, I guess, verbally to the front desk, and if not, there's a backup to go to the ThysenKrupp call center for emergencies. The screens, as I said, become a communication option with texting in emergency situations, apparently. So hopefully we don't have to use those, but we have in the past. So if anyone was wondering why we're screens, that's why. That's a long story, sorry. Hollerin', Bill, good point about couples filling out surveys. Last time we did the surveys, I think we were somewhere in the 50% range as well. The time before that, I think we were up in the 70-some odd percent. If I remember, it was upper 70%, and I'm not sure why we've seen this fall. We will certainly ask Hollerin, who put the surveys together, if there's any way to help us parcel out that there maybe were more people participating when you look at, I know Glenn just saying he and his wife filled it out together, that some of you did that, and we're thankful. We also heard both couples filled it out. There are 173 people living as singles in independent living. There's 158 couples, 158 people that are couples, meaning, I believe, simple math, that's 79 couples. So the problem where there are anonymous surveys, we don't know whether your couple's filling it out, and in trying to keep the anonymity, it may be harder to track, but we will certainly ask and try to figure out if actually participation was better than 51%. We'll let you know, and we'll share these up here hopefully in January. Talked before how we had some focus groups for the 10 acres of land we have that's back behind Bishop's Lane and running along Williams Road. We had folks participate, probably somewhere about 45 people in a couple of different meetings. We have some preliminary data and just got a more formal report just this morning. I haven't had a chance to open it up. We'll share more about those also in the start of the year. And then kind of last two things. Well, there's three. Projects just going forward next year. We have some money allocated in our budget towards two of these, and I don't have timelines of what it'll look like. One is a kitchen modernization. Our kitchen is 45 years old, the main kitchen where we prepare things in the back, which most of you don't see. We have just, you can imagine, 45 years of water, cooking, grease, things like that. We need to upgrade and do work in there. So we have talked with one contractor. We're working to put together a request for proposal to send out to multiple contractors to bid on the work. And we're talking about things like upgrading the electrical systems back there. With water, there's probably damage to some of the areas. We would put in new flooring, new ceiling, new lights. Where's Keith? What am I missing there? A grease trap. We actually don't have a grease trap for a big kitchen like that, so that's pretty expensive. Keith, is there any other things back there that we're missing? But it's more of an infrastructure. We're not talking about replacing boilers, ovens, things like that. Those have all been kept up with dishwashers over time, but it's all of the kind of space back there that needs updates. But Keith, that covers it pretty well. What that looks like, we would still be able to cook, we believe, and know out of areas like the cafe areas in the front that you see. We would obviously use the grill area for James River Grill, Dogwood Dining, and then also have to probably rely on some of the kitchen area in the Drinkard building, and a lot of work to be done before that happens. In a perfect world, Keith would hope that it would be closed for about 45 days. And get it back open, but it's just something we feel like we need to do and can't just keep pushing down the road. So that, in a best case scenario, we'd love to see that possibly in the summer, but we don't have any firm dates on that yet. Another thing would be the 6 Hearthside rehab unit. That rehab unit was probably renovated 10 to 12 years ago. At the time, because of utilization, we were able to shut down a portion of that area, do work on it, open it back up, have rooms offline. Now with the need being a lot greater, which is a good thing, but makes it tough during renovations, we would probably be shutting down maybe 2 rooms at a time. We've been working on things like flooring, but we would need to do work with light fixtures and blinds, bathroom work, possibly showers, cabinets, countertops, things like that throughout all of the rooms individually in the 6 rehab area. I'll remind you, that's kind of one of the last areas that we've really renovated, and with all these renovations over the last number of years. And we really see a big difference. One, it's utilized a lot. There's a lot of people in and out of there that contributes to the wear and tear. But also when you look at the 5th and 4th floors of the Harshside building, they really show a difference of how nice they look. So the common spaces, new carpet, painting, some light fixtures, and work also in the hallways there. We've allocated some money. We're looking at trying to get a plan together, and that should not be a big interruption to anyone other than just know that people will be up there working, and obviously the flooring, but that just takes a few days. So just 2 big projects that we look at kind of in the next 12 to 14 months, dining and 6 rehab. Lastly, artwork. So I know people, when they move here, sometimes have less wall space than you may have had at home. There's times where people decide to put artwork outside of their door. We appreciate that, but we would ask that you go through resident life before you place things on the walls. Obviously, I think you've seen we've done a lot of work around here and are trying to get artwork up in places that maybe didn't have it, and then also just get clusters of 3, 4 pictures or whatever that may go together well. So would ask that anyone that going forward that wants to place or has interest in artwork to please see Lisa and her office in resident life before doing that. That's about all I have. Any questions? I have one more slide. This time of year, which we do a couple of times, gifts to team members. No team member may accept gifts, tips, or loans from residents, resident family members, or others that compensate or reward individual team member. Gifts of food are only acceptable if donated for fair distribution among all team members, meaning you can give it to a department for them to share. And only if the gift was not solicited or encouraged. Examples: 1 cookie, good. Piece of fruit, candy, good. Box of candy, cookies, donuts must be set out for the employees to share. Items of value, money, Rolex, things like that, please don't offer to us. Not good. Is that all my slides? All right. Any questions of anything I've gone over or anyone else has shared? Like I said, I wish I could leave you with William's words of wisdom on gratitude. I'll say, just in wrapping up, we don't meet in December, the no confab for December. But I would like to say thank you on behalf of the 400 of us working here for letting us be a part of your lives. It's a fun place to come, and I know we're not perfect. I feel like we do mess up. We try to make it right. There's a lot of people doing that, and we appreciate you. I hope you all enjoy some time here over the next coming weeks with family, friends. I know for some of us, time of the year is also tough, and please remember that for some of us that have experienced loss, that Christmas is not always what it is for a 6-year-old kid sometimes. Somehow it still is for me, and so are those polar vortex snowstorms. I still wake up 3 or 4 o'clock looking out the window, wondering if EC Glass is going to have school, even though I don't have kids there. But thank you. We appreciate you, and hope you all have a good Thanksgiving this week and the coming holidays. Enjoy Christmas and time with family and friends with each other. Have a good day.